Alright, boys and girls, we are finally coming back with the Raze map guide series. Now, it's been a minute since we made a Raze map guide, I know, but whatever, you know, shit happens. We get into it. Today, we're gonna go back where we started. We're gonna just start on Bind again. Bind's got updated since last time. Boombot's got nerfed. We lost a lot of options and stuff, but I mean, Raze is still really strong in the meta, so... And she's the best agent in the game, most fun. But yeah, let's just jump into it anyway, so let's go. Alright, so we're going to start off on this attack on Bind. Now, Raze, she is still probably the best duelist on this map. Like, she's been really strong in the meta. She's still really good, not as good as she used to be. Now, the worst thing we have lost since the last, like, Bind guide I've done is this Boombot, right? This Boombot, it don't work anymore. You'll see, we throw him out, right? We're like, I hate Raze, and they nerfed him. He only goes here now. He used to go all the way, like, here, but, you know. What can you do? So, the way we play around that is we have to kind of start like this, right? Now, you gotta think what your enemies are doing, right? I would say almost 100% of the time, I will run and jump like this. Now, you can shift jump and do it better. I just kind of fucked it up. You can shift jump and make your way up here. And then you can start clearing your angles. Now, this is what I was saying, right? You can do this 100% of the time until they swing hookah. If they swing hookah once, I would respect it for the rest of the game, you know what I mean? Like, unless they actually do this and swing hookah, I would do this every time. But, you know, once they do it once, the option's there, you know, they're thinking about it, I wouldn't do it anymore. But yeah, you pretty much just come up here and you can start clearing your angles like normal. And the best way to go about it now is, you can toss a Boombot around here and hope for the best. You see, sometimes you're gonna whiff and he's gonna go clear right side instead of left side. Or you can walk up much closer and just toss it like really close off the wall and don't fuck it up. But you toss it around here and it'll clear the close left angle. And it should clear on top of this box as well. That's kind of the way we have to play around it now after the Boombot nerf. But I mean, again, you can kind of throw it like this instead outside of hookah. But the angles inside hookah, sometimes it'll catch them, sometimes it won't. So just play around it. I would do any of these type of Boombots. If you can get it perfect, let me know in the comments, but I mean, I'm an immortal, and I usually just toss the Boombot around. Like this, there you go, that was pretty good. And again, same kind of way you attack hookah here, right? You can nade right side if you think there's a guy here. At all, if there's the, you know, maybe they're low economy, you check their money. Maybe they have 99k like I do, because I have cheats on, but, you know, they could have a judge, could have a bookie, could have a shorty. If they have these close range guns, you again want to toss your nade like this. And clear on top of this box. Now, again, you got to be careful of marshals, jets, with ops, of course. If you think they have a judge, they probably don't have an op, right? But you got to clear this angle here on top of the box. This one is really strong. I don't see it much in low elos, but I see it a lot in high elos. So just be very aware of jets, chambers, anyone with a broken ability, Reyna, just playing on top of this box, right? And same kind of way you're attacking this site. This site has not changed much. We got a little window here, which I've never used once in my life. I did see a pretty cool sky flash there once, but anyway. You still kind of have your same options here, right? So you got your nade back sight. This one is very good while we entry, which I will show the entry, but we're just going to show these couple nades first, right? We got this nade off this box, right? This nade's probably the strongest nade here. So if you run and toss the nade anywhere like in this region here, you'll see where the nade goes, right? The nade kind of goes in the box. And if there's anyone playing in here, they have to come on the right side, right? They're forced into it. They can't play around it. So what you can do is you can toss the nade and you just spray this right side and it's a guaranteed free kill. Like if they're playing inside tube and you're playing Raze and you don't kill them, it's completely on you. You know what I mean? It's all your fault. But that's another really strong nade. The other nade is obviously the simple one here. You just kill this guy in cubby. A lot of players playing cubby. I've been seeing it a lot recently, even in high elos. People have just been spamming cubby. But yeah, there's that one. And I wouldn't really nade over here unless like it's specific situations, not really necessary. Or you can just nade CT. They're like your kind of options. Let's say you get a pick, right? Let's say you come in hookah, you do your thing, you still have your nade, and then you just pop this guy in the head, right? Nading CT now is a really good idea because it stops the flood coming in from like all the rotators, right? So they hear your Boombot and stuff, the enemies start rotating over here, blah, blah, blah. You get a pick on this guy, you completely cut off his teammates now. And now if there's anyone around this area, he's stuck in like a 1v4, 1v5, depending on how many people are alive. So this nade is also very strong. Just nading off CT. And then your main ways of entering are still jump on this box is like really strong. Again, you can do a fast entry, right? kind of like what I was trying to do there. You can do a fast entry where you jump in the site like this. Which you want to, like, of course, Raze Satchel Guide. It's still on my channel. Go watch the Raze Satchel Guide. I can't go over it in every Raze Guide, you know what I mean? But so you want to do like the fast satchel sometimes, depending on what you want to do. If you nade back sight, I like the fast satchel because you can clear here really easy. You can do like a really high up satchel. This one's really strong with your rocket, like this one. Where you clear everything, you stay in the sky. Or you can do just a satchel on top of this box I like a lot. It catches a lot of people off guard. I fucked it up, my bad. But you can just toss your satchel here. Jump over here. Now you want to land it a bit quicker, right? If you're, the longer you're in the air, the worse for you. So you want to kind of throw it up, and you can land it a lot better than I'm doing. But I'm in a guide, so it doesn't matter that much. The point is there, right? If you land your satchel where you don't get too much height, you will land on there pretty easy, and you should be able to kill people backside over here, anywhere really. And for long, I've been using long a bit more recently because people aren't expecting it as much, like a Raze on long. And the main way to play long is you kind of start over here. You just kind of run up. There's no pressure on you right now. And I'll usually, if I don't have an initiator with me, I'll use my boombot to just clear like this. Alright, he'll jump up here and he'll clear close right. It's pretty good. It gives you like a lot of info, but if you have like a sky dog or some shit, well, even I would actually save the sky dog here. I think this boombot is pretty strong. You can gonna go like this, and then after it bounces once, you can peek over here. And at that point, you can just run up. A lot of the times, you can just trust your boombot and just run up. And at that point, you know, you have to clear your close angles, clear your stuff. A lot of the time from this position, I'm gonna nade cubby. It's just like really easy and really consistent. So I'm gonna nade cubby majority of the time, and then peek here, spam here maybe, and then now I can go, right? I kind of like looping on this side a little bit because when the nade goes off, they're not expecting another guy to come over by the nade. They usually expect you to come around here. It's pretty good. So again, we go like nade, satchel out, and then we can go in around the tube and we can start clearing our stuff. I was editing the video and I forgot to mention, yeah, you can just nade this close left corner as well. It's really, really simple nade. Just toss that across like this guy. Other nade is like here, and this nade is like here. These are like your main nades here. Well, yeah, I forgot to mention this one, so I thought I would add it in. That's pretty much all your util. For rocket on long, it's pretty simple. It's like simple enough. Again, by the way, you gotta be very aware of people over here. But yeah, just be aware this corner isn't cleared. Now, you could technically clear this corner like this, but I know a lot of people when they're playing Raze, they're not going to clear corner as if they're playing Jet. But the option is there, you see. That is like very strong, but again, is it very likely? You can. Just keep it in mind. Just keep it in mind is what I'm gonna say. If you're trying to get very high elos, probably the play. Actually, I will do one full entry over here. I'll do one full entry over here. So, right, so after you do all this stuff, you come over and let's say you want to do this nade here, right? You do a nade back sight and then you do the double satchel, right? Something like this, right? Here's like a good entry. You jump up on the box, you nade back sight, it clears a lot of your stuff. The only thing you really have to worry about is inside the tube. There you go. There's like a standard entry for Raze on this point. But yeah, for post plant, I think a lot of the time, depending on how many enemies are alive, I really like this position up here. I feel like you can catch so many people off guard by just chilling up here. Only thing you have to be aware of is like a sky flash, right? Sky flash are really strong. Do that smoke there. Because if this is smoked, you're kind of chilling. This position becomes a lot worse when you don't have flank watch, right? So if you don't have like Cypher trips or Killjoy stuff, that position, it becomes a lot more risky if you don't have like long control or hookah control. But if you have those, it's very, very easy. Other than that, most of the time you're going to be planting here, or the best plant is like here, where you put it on top of this box. So you can watch from everywhere, but sometimes, depending on the scenario, you can go push elbow. If you still have boombot, you can probably push elbow. If you don't have boombot, it's a lot riskier unless you have like a sky flash. But like, you know, let's say this is smoked, right? You can kind of toss your boombot out, just go play with him. He's gonna pop off, look at him go. He's gonna go clear a couple angles for you, and you can just keep this elbow control. You can like play a little off angle like here or some shit, you know? Just stopping the rotators coming from CT. Or you can just play it like this. Just standard. Or even over here. Just something, you know what I mean? You know, just play off angles and stuff if they're low like players on the enemy team. But that's like majority of it, right? I wouldn't really be pushing CT unless you're like memeing or going super fast. Because you can do a weird push on CT here where you just go like this. And boom, you're in CT, right? You can go super fast, but that's pretty much B attack, right? So we'll move on to A attack. Alright, so attacking A, you got not too many options, but you got a couple of options, right? It's not as much as B. I think B is way stronger majority of the time, but your couple options here are you either go short or you go showers, right? But the way you play them is very, very similar to the way you used to play them on old Bind. I'm not sure if we had this box when I made the last Bind guide, but we do now. Where we have this thing, and we have the way the sight has changed, which is like this, right? Biggest thing about this sight change is this angle here. You can jump up on this box and just peek over. Really annoying angle to clear, to be honest, but it's always there just to keep an eye on it. And the same kind of way you play is here, right? I usually start here because a lot of Razes will nade over here, and I don't really want to wait. So if you jump over here and you just jump peek this, pretty easy for you. Then you can just take the angle back, right? If you're quick enough, they won't be here, but you can clear it anyway. Just if you take a little bit longer, I would clear this. If you're instant, I usually don't clear this. And our options here on short are, I really like A if we are low money and we have a judge. So how do I attack this with my like stupid little judge, right? This is one of the only points where I'd actually recommend a judge. It's really strong. So like you kind of come over here and you take that first angle. You can nade like this, jump up on this box, and you can just satchel into your nade. And if you get this perfect, you can just jump actually straight in here, and there's like no counterplay. But of course, in an actual game, sometimes it's hard to get your satchel down, but you know, you jump in with your nade, kind of jump in like this, and just go crazy with your judge. You get a free rifle if they have rifles. It's pretty easy. Only problem is you'll probably tilt the enemies really hard, and then they will start buying the judge, and now you gotta play against the judge. But that's like a very, very standard entry if you have low money, is going like this. And I really like this sight when you have low money, which is why I'm saying it first. But yeah, other than that, you can kind of come out like this, and I prefer boombotting this rather than nading it. Like, nading is usually stronger here, but at the same time, having your nade for later in the round is really nice. So coming up like this and taking that first angle, at this point now you can like toss your boombot, and you can like peek, you know, maybe there's a jet up here, maybe there's someone here, wait for your smokes, and then you can do the same kind of thing. Obviously I just fucked it up because I'm talking, but you can do the same kind of thing and jump in here, which Soy Phantom's really good. Or you can do another really crazy play, which is jumping behind them as your teammate's entry. So all the smokes go down and you come in behind them like this. I really like this one. Catches so many people off guard, even in high elo. So that's one really strong option I like. And that's pretty much the only ones, right? Your goal here as Raze is taking this lamps control. I almost never like double satchel over this way or something, okay? Unless I have like a rocket, right? Maybe I'm doing something wild and I'm trying to take showers from this angle. It's like, it's rare though, you know what I mean? It's like a spare the moment thing. Attack is a lot of like adapting to your enemies. These are just like some standard plays that work all the time pretty much. So like you got your couple plays. You got your other weird plays you want to do. Like if you want some crazy Raze tech or something, you can do like, you can do triple satchel. Well, not triple satchel, but triple boost to heaven. Or something like this, and you can just go heaven all the way. It's like, it's a simple enough one. It's easy enough to do. And you can get a quick flank on heaven. So there's that one if you want to just go crazy with it. Some crazy Raze tech. I know all the boys love the satchel jumps, but you know, you can do some wild plays here. Jumping around with your rocket, jumping up on this angle. Some crazy things, but alright, so you can see here we're doing the attack on A, and I'm respecting the fade nade, like the fade and Raze nade. End up not doing it here. I'm just clearing my angles, blah blah blah. You see, I just go for the boombot then to clear. Actually, I don't. You see, we go ahead, we clear some of these angles. I go with the Raze nade here, because I wanted a rocket in behind them. You see, I just get a free rocket over the top. And at this point, we're pretty much in post plant. And you see, I do end up just holding towards lamps here for the entire duration of post plant. Go for a swing backside, don't spot anything. But you see, I don't want to give up this position on a lamps because it's just so strong on the post plant. I just play this off angle for a really long time. End up picking this guy, get my nade back. Don't peek him, no need to peek him. We're just buying time right now. See, I'm just playing with him. Just tapping away, and then I think eventually I just swing him and kill him. I do. And yeah. Very, very easy to get the post plant when you have Raze Rocket on A. Other than that, that's pretty much A short. Showers, I really like coming over it like this. I'll pretty much, majority of the time, just not clear anything here. Come up close and just toss a boombot here. This boombot will just make this angle yours. Like, you'll see, he'll clear, like, everything for you. So, it's like, that's why I don't need to take this first fight. Like, if they have an up or something, I'm, like, full... It's not even a 50-50 anymore. It's pretty low odds, so, like... So, yeah, sometimes you'll one-tap the upper, but this is just pretty consistent. You can just come over here, toss the boombot off the wall, just clear here, just in case you move across. And that's Shower's control, pretty much. Now, if they break the boombot, and there's two of them, you can always toss your nade like this, and swing off it as they're running away. Because this nade will just straight kill them if they don't run away. And boom. If you save your nade, it's really strong like this. Well, under the... Okay, if it lands under there, it's not very strong. But you want to bounce it like more like this. I'm getting fucked. I'm getting fucked. But yeah, you want to bounce it pretty much in this corner. I'm completely failing it because I'm a noob. But yeah. Kind of the nade you want to do. It'll fuck them up if they're chilling in this corner. If they're on this box, it's more annoying. The best way you can kind of deal with this is either... just like satchel out and swing them, or you can try and ping through the wall where it is. You can see like the boxes here. You can ping it through the wall and just spam them, or the top box as well. It's like here, boom. You can try just spam them through the box instead. They're like easy options for you to do as well. But yeah, see, that's where it is. Oh no, that's where it is. There you go. That's kind of like mid-high level or some shit. If they're crouching especially, but that's like the best place to take that. Now at this point, you usually want to just hold showers. Like, you don't want to lose it. So double satcheling out here is kind of int. You know what I mean? Like, if you already have the bomb down and you're double satcheling out of showers, you're kind of trolling. But yeah, this position pretty much secures the game if you have post plant. Like, you should have like brim smokes here, and people like smoking top truck, or you can smoke it like here. It depends how much site control you want, right? I would ask your brim, if you go showers, these are probably the best ones to be honest, is right here, and right here, like up in heaven as well. Those are kind of like the three ones we want to maintain and keep it for post plant. But yeah, showers, you don't have to really leave showers after you get it. If you want to leave showers, it's more taking fights like this. And at this point, if you kill like two of the enemies, you can go for like a play where you go up aggressively now. Again, if they have like sky dogs and stuff, it's very, very risky, but I think this majority will cover attack, and that pretty much does your post plant as well. Showers are very important for post plant. And lamps. If you attack from A short, you want lamps all the time. If you attack from showers, you want showers all the time. But yeah, those are some of the wild plays. The other one, you can adapt these plays, right? They're not set in stone, but you can go for like just a wild play where you just push CT instantly. If you have two entry fraggers, this one's better. Like, you'll just catch like one or two rotators a lot of the time, but yeah. That's gonna pretty much cover attack. And we'll move on to defense, so let's go. Alright, so on defense, I really like playing A-site, to be honest, because you got this teleporter. This teleporter is still really good for just pushing through, like, with the nade. So the nade lineup is literally the exact same, right? You want to aim kind of at this laboratory thing, and you got two nades, right? So if you're standing about here, if you nade like this, it will nade right in the choke, you see? And that one's really good if you catch them as they're about to come in. And this, again, it's timing. You want to kind of look at your minimap here. And you can also just running nade this, and it will throw super deep hookah, you can see. So it kind of depends which one you want. Like, you can calculate it and think about it, but I can't tell you exactly what scenario to use it in. I really like this after, right? I wait for about like a couple seconds here. I'll wait with my nade. Sometimes you can do like a fade suck. If you have a fade, it's really good to just, you know, fade suck this. Very, very strong. So many kills, honestly. It's kind of ridiculous. Phase raid is very good. I really like playing with fade on this map. But yeah, I will like hover my nade here like this if I hear anything. Then I can just, you know, toss my nade. Easy enough. Simple. And if I don't hear anything, I will hold it for a second, and then I will toss a boombot here. And this boombot just gives me some info on what they're doing, right? Maybe they're playing slow, maybe they're doing nothing, maybe they're going B, right? And at that point, like, while that boombot's up, I'm kind of chilling. I'm waiting, and then I can toss my nade and go through. Really, really easy kills for you. Super, super strong. You can, I would do this like a good few times and a half, and then eventually, like, you can toss your nade like this. You can peek, try and catch someone, and then you can just chill here. A lot of the time, you'll be just chilling in here then for a while, but enemy will probably rotate off you just sitting in TP, because it's really annoying for them to attack. Alright, so you can see here in this clip, we're chilling here, and the enemy start attacking hookah. I see it on the map, that they go super hard in hookah. So I just start spamming all my util here, just to stop them from pushing, and it's like a super hard counter to them. And you see, you just satchel peek this guy then, and fuck him up. And your other play is toss a nade like this, and start walking up like this. You can take a nice fight here on this guy. Problem is, he could be at 2 head heights, right? Because he could be down here peeking you, or he could be up here peeking you. A lot of the time, they're down here though, I'm not gonna lie. But they have 2 head heights, so that's the thing you have to be wary of. But yeah, you can do this, get this kill as the nade's going off, and you can just satchel out. You're gone now. We out. Alright, so you can see here, I was playing a little bit of Premier, and I was on A short, doing the fade suck into Raze nade. You can see we don't see anything. I see my Viper ults here, so I'm assuming they're gonna rotate. Their Cypher has been lurking a lot, so you can see I wait with this boombot here for a little bit. Toss the boombot over, I spot him, I get the dink on him, and I'm able to just run him down with the funny classic weapon. But you can see like the premise of the info boombot, right? I toss it over, I catch the guy, I dink him through the wall, and then we kill him. And then we pop off and get like a 3k, but you know, it doesn't matter anymore. But yeah. And then you can just play super defensive. Now, your other plays here for holding A short is like still kind of this nade. We like this nade. You can do a little bit, I think a walk, like a standing still nade. Yeah, standing still nade will get it right in the choke, right? So after you hear a jet dash out or a raised double satchel, you can just toss this nade. Just toss it around this wall so it bounces off. Again, not running will put it right in the choke. Running nade will put it a little bit deeper. You'll see it'll put it on top of this box here. Really, really strong nades there. Other plays are like just holding in here. I really like doing this on pistol where you can play in here with the shorty. You just pop people. Really annoying to play against. Obviously the shorty's been nerfed again. The gun is still broken though, I'm not gonna lie. You can just play here with a shorty. Right, at the start of the round, you drop your shorty like this and hold a classic, and then you just pick it up, and you can just chill with it. Pop people. Easy, easy kills, but yeah. Also, of course, you know, playing a judge in lamps is still very strong, still very silly. If you are playing in lamps, you kind of have to play around here. If you want to full commit to it, you can play like here. Just crouch in like a weird corner. Really hard to clear you, right? They'll come out like this, and they'll clear here. But if you're standing like here, it's really annoying for them. They have to flick to you. Or even you can play tight in this corner as well. Just something weird in here. Catch them off guard. Make them have to flick to you. That's like the key in there. But you gotta be careful of flashes in here. This is a super like big flash zone. You don't really want to get caught in there with your pants down. Other play you have is just on top of the truck, right? I like Vandal here because it's long range. You can just peek these guys. You can chill here for a second, randomly peek. Try and catch a guy off guard. It's pretty strong. You can play on the top of that one. It's a little bit worse because you can't fall off as much. Or you can just play on this new box here, right? I was talking about it earlier. This, if you stand here, you can catch them peeking on top. Really annoying for them to clear. Like it's kind of like the last place you look. Or you can again stand on top of the box and kind of go for it like here. And still to this day, sages were gonna wall like this and they're gonna try and take A short. You can just toss this nade and get them off the plant, or just kill them, one or the other. You have to try and like think, are they planting here or are they planting here, right? Once you figure it out, you can just use audio cues. You can go for either of those nades. It'll just instantly kill them. And we like that. Another crazy nade for the retake is like this. Really, really strong. Just insta-kills that guy. Or you can toss it in this cubby. Gets a lot of free kills. Easy. We like having the nade for retake, right? That's why we don't really want to use it as quick. Like, we'd prefer to use our boombot before our nade, because our nade's just so strong. But yeah, that's like the main ways to hold A short. Other ways to hold A are, if you only have 2 people on A, I like double stacking on showers. And you just take 2 people in showers, you still just bounce your boombot off this guy. If he doesn't see anything, you're free to take the orb. If he sees something, I would be more cautious, of course. But yeah, You toss your boombot like this and just swing while he's peeking. Bang, bang, bang. No one there. Take the orb. Easy orbs, right? We like orbs on Raze. We really like orbs on Raze. And these two orbs are pretty free. Like, the B one is a lot more attacker favored. The A one's a lot more defender favored. But yeah, double stacking showers. And then you can go for quick flanks if you want. Like, let's say they have like a Cypher lurking around the map. It's really strong. You can just go ahead, try and catch him off guard. Just go push him real quick. His timing will be off. You'll just kill him. Shoot him in the back. Bang, bang. We fuck him up. But yeah, those are pretty much all the plays on A, I would say. Like, retake is not too hard. Well, it's kind of hard depending on their comp. But again, like, showers control is super important. All this stuff. You have a really nice rocket here from heaven. You have a couple nice ways to do it. You see, you can go super fast like this, or you can go super high, or like fast and high. You can do it. You can do it from up here, but of course, you see, you get a lot less distance when you do it like your satchel on top, which is why usually, if you have the space to, I would toss your satchel down here. And you see, you can get a nice view of everything with your rocket, and you can just pop a guy with it for pretty much free. Alright, so in this round, it kind of gets a little bit hectic, but like, I wanted to show it because it was a pretty cool clip, and the premises here of why showers control is so important. So I'm actually opping here on Raze. You can see I'm just holding long here, end up whipping my shot in the omen, and I start using util to take it back. I hold the angle here for my jet for a while, but then the enemies start pushing in. And this is why it's strong, right? So you can nade from showers here. You can see I have to slowly clear. But the important thing here is that, like, you can see how strong this position is to just stop them, right? I go for a crazy satchel peek out here, hit a pretty nice shot. And now, just like that, it's a 3v2, you know what I mean? End up rocketing here, you know, we don't have to talk about the rocket. End up getting rolled by an omen TP. We whipped the shot anyway, but dodge the sky flash, and you see I'm still in this lamps position. It's so hard for them to play the game. And I go for a 360, and my Cypher ends up killing him, but yeah. That's pretty much the clip. You see how strong showers is. It's really important for that retake. The retake as well, like, lamps control is pretty important. If you still have your boombot, you just toss it in like this. Just swing off them. And that's the end of that. They're pretty much fucked. You still have your nade as well. You usually nade like this after your boombot. If there's someone hiding here, they're insta-dead for you. And at this point, you pretty much have lamps control. Very, very simple, very, very easy. And it's a lot easier to have that retake done. But yeah, we'll move on to B. Alright, so B is a lot more like, I don't know, I prefer playing A on Raze because of the TP plays you can do. But B is not like too bad, you know what I mean? A lot of the times when I'm playing B, I'm playing pretty aggressively. I just think it suits it a lot better. Usually, I like playing long here, and I like getting a smoker to smoke like here. And at this point, it puts a lot of pressure on them. And if I have a guy 2-stacked with me here, like let's say there's 3 on A and there's 2 on B, I like getting 2 people towards here and just playing this little crossfire here. If you play with a smoker, it's much easier. If you're not playing with the smoker, you usually have to satchel over like this, and you can just chill in this corner. Your teammate can play here, and then you can just play your trades, right? So what you can do is you can chill here with your nade. This guy can like jump spot for you. You can toss your nade either deeper or not as deep, and you want to try and cut off like their jet, right? Or if they have a skydog coming, you want to try and cut off their people or their util. So if you toss it like that, and let's say like Jet's standing like here, Jet's like, oh fuck, now I have to push, right? He wide swings into you, you just get a free kill on him. Same with if it's a skydog or something, you can just cut off the guy pushing you with the skydog. And it's pretty chill, pretty chill. That's like the best way to play this. Usually if I'm solo here, I can come here and like jump spot. That's about all I can do. Not too much. I can toss a boombot like this if I want more info to see what's going on. This boombot will catch people playing around here. I'll just give you a little bit of information. Just an info boombot. We don't really make a play off it. And that's like mainly the way to play. If you want to go super balls to the wall, you can just go for like a wild double satchel down here. Like toss it in. But you see, this fountain will probably make you Rosa ult. I'm not going to lie. If you want to go for a crazy double satchel, I would usually wait a little bit longer. Play like here, and at this point, if you just see nothing, you can go for like a satchel like this. You know, you can hold it a little bit longer, don't shoot it as quick as I just did, and you could just run through the TP like that. That's like a lot better, I'd say, if you just like give them that little bit of time so that they start pushing up long. then you can just do a wild satchel like that. I actually like this one quite a lot. I think it's kind of fun too. Again, you can either take the TP or you can just fight for it, but you have options with it. That's why I like that one a lot more. There's a lot less like chance you die after you do it. But yeah, that's like the main ways I play long. Other than that, if I want to play hookah, I like having still this crossfire here. I think this crossfire is still really good. I prefer, if I'm playing with my duo, I will like play in this corner because I trust them a lot more. If I'm playing with a random, I like playing this one a lot more because I don't trust them. But yeah, you can just play like anywhere along here. You can get like free kills. You can jump up in the corner like this. Get your free kills. Really, really strong if you got a judge. One of your teammates with a rifle plays here. You play with a judge here. Really, really silly. This gun is dumb. Please, Riot, get rid of it. But yeah. Other plays you can do in here is like just going for a regular boombot out like this. Just giving you a little bit of info on the start of the round. So I like tossing this boombot like this at the start. Jump peek real quick. And at this point, I have the option to swing. That's why I like the boombot, right? The boombot gives me the option to swing. Because just the boombot, it's a little bit distracting for the enemy. It might show off their crosshair placement. You can just go for a swing off it then. Try and get out. You only really want to find a 1v1 here. That's the problem with it, is sometimes you'll catch like 3 people here and they just 3v1 you. You don't really want that. Which is why it's more of a like once or twice a half kind of thing, where you kind of go for a peek on hookah. But yeah, that's like pretty much all I do. And if I see nothing and I see a lot of them going towards A, I can always just double satchel and go for a quick flank. Only thing you have to be aware of is like cypher trips. Now cypher trips, they'll place them like places like this. So what you can do is you can toss your satchel a little bit away and jump over it. Just make sure the satchel doesn't damage the trip, otherwise they know. Now, of course, it makes noise, but it's a lot better than just breaking the trip, because then they instantly know. Which will just catch people off guard, and then you're behind them for the retake. Pretty good, pretty good. And the other ways to really play B-site is, like, again, on top of these things. Just playing these weird little off angles is pretty good. You play up here, catch them coming into hookah. Play here, catch them coming onto long. Stuff like this. You can also, like, if you have a good smoker, he'll smoke here. You can play up here. Only thing you have to be aware of, again, is the Sky Flash or the Sky Dog. Sky Dog will probably, like, it sometimes will avoid you and it won't see you, but really, really strong for multi-kills and stuff is on top of that box. You can just play weird on top of this box. Like, these are, like, your weird options, right? You can just chill up here. Try and catch people, satchel out. Just get your way out. Simple enough. And then you've also just got, like, the default one, where you just play here. Like, this site... Again, you see, it's not, I don't know, I don't like this site as much. I don't find it as consistent as playing towards A. I feel like you have more impact on A, but this site is not bad, you know what I mean? It's still Raze Bind at the end of the day. The things I like to do here, if I'm playing back site, is I want to, like, nade under hookah. A lot of times hookah will be smoked. So whenever I think they're going to come out, I'll nade under hookah. Like this. And that will pretty much just fuck them up. Other nade you can do is just nade on long here, over the top. Really strong. This nade, I swear to God, I've gotten like 300 damage from this nade. It's kind of ridiculous. You just toss it as they're coming out. You can probably walk, yeah, if you walk backwards, it'll get a little bit more in the choke. You see, you can optimize your nade here, but it is just Raze nade, so you can just kind of toss it, but you kind of want it in this region is the main thing. Again, Raze doesn't have many lineups. She only has a couple ones on Haven I really like, but on this map, not particularly. There's just this one off the box. But none of them are crazy precise, you know what I mean? They're not pixel perfect. It's Raze nade. We like just toss it at and killing people and getting another nade. But yeah. Those are the nades I like. The ult as well, you can just toss it from behind the box like this. You see, you want to kind of have it moving. Like you want to be not just going up like this, because it's very easy to kill you. So you want to like have it at some sort of angle like this. A lot better for you. You're not standing still. You're like weird movement. You probably won't die, so it's pretty good. And for retake, it's like it's kind of annoying more than anything. But you can toss like your nade or your boombot here and your nade here. Nade'll bounce in there. Other way you can toss a nade is if you're like here and they're planting, you can toss it like here, and it will just kill the planter straight up. You see? A lot of the times it will plant behind that box. Again, the nade is something like this. Somewhere around that region. We'll just bounce over and kill this guy. Very, very good. We like killing people on the plant. It's very, very easy for us. Funny Raze character. We love this. But yeah. That's like your main stuff. If there's a guy playing in the corner and you still have your nade, we pop him. We like this nade as we push out. You see, they have to kind of play in this region here. Not too bad for us. Only problem we have is like we do like this, peek this guy, and then we can start fighting this guy, alright? If hookah's smoked, it's a lot easier for us. If we don't have a smoker alive because we're on retake, it's a lot more rough. But yeah, that's the majority of the plays, I'm not gonna lie. That's essentially everything. I don't really like retaking from this side. I just find it a little bit worse. I kind of like coming out here and like clearing this tube. I don't find myself winning as much from this angle. Just you see the nades and stuff aren't as good, so I don't really retake from here unless I'm going for something wild and I'm like jumping on top of this box or something. Yeah, it doesn't really make too much sense to me. But yeah, that's gonna be everything I think anyway, boys. So no, like nothing extremely crazy or different with this map, but I have to do an update, you know what I mean? I can't not do an update because Raze has got so many changes, so many new agents have came out. A lot of the fade pulls with nade you're gonna do are the same with deadlock as well. So just like legit the exact same stuff. A lot of the crazy plays, you know, they're all here. We have them done, but yeah, that's gonna be the video anyway, boys. So let me know what map you want to see next, because I'm not sure. I was thinking it's either Ascent or Haven. I think those were the two I'm thinking, but if you wanted me to do a different map, just let me know. But yeah, that's gonna be the video anyway, boys. So excited to get back into it. We're gonna do jet guides as well. Trying to get one a week. If I don't, I'm sorry. I'm just trolling, but I'll try get one a week or one every 2 weeks, one or the other. But yeah, thanks for watching, like, sub, all that shit, and yeah, I'll see you later.